Hello everyone. On this video I'm going to show you how to optimize pictures for the web. So if you are the kind of person that likes to take some pictures and then post on your website or blog, including WordPress, this might be a very interesting video for you, for sure. So I'm going to use this free open source software. It's GIMP. I'm going to start with this picture here, and if you see the resolution is very high. We have all these pixels here, 3264 by 2448, which of course is a huge image to post on the net. So and we are using just 20% of the size of the image. So if I go here and change to 100%, you can see how big the image is. Barely, it doesn't even fit the screen. So for web, well, but let's start precisely with this picture here, and let's see what we'll go to have. So I'm going to start with our website, outformind.com. It is a WordPress website, and if you can see here, we have to work on several images. I'm going to explain you that well. And for now, let's start with creating a new post. We have here a new post. Let me write here, for instance, image test, and I'm going to add that picture here. So I'm going to here to add media. I'm going to choose upload files, and I'm going to select this image here, and as you see, the image was uploaded with its full resolution, and it uses 1 megabyte of memory of space. So 1 megabyte nowadays is not that big, but for some websites it might well, be a little bit heavy. So but what's going to happen? Okay, I have here the picture. It appears as normal. Okay, it appears as small image. That's good. Now I'm going to preview this post, and here we have the image test and the image. Okay, you might say yes, but it appears normally. But if we click on the image, we can see that the full image is over here. Okay, if you are working on pictures you want to allow the users to print in high resolution, well, this might be a solution. But for normal utilization, let's say it's not the best solution. So let's see what we can do to avoid all this space that is occupying our web server. So let's see. Returning to GIMP, and we will resize our image. So to do that, you just right click over the image and go here in for image and scale image. And let's say, for instance, we want the width to be just 640 pixels, and because we have these chains here, it will automatically resize the height to keep the aspect ratio, and it will be 480 pixels. That's okay for this example. So here we have the image. It's small, but remember that we are at 20%. Now I'm going to change to 100, And you can also say, well, this size here is seems the same size or the same aspect of the image that we previously saw. But remember that the old picture with that great resolution was at 20%, and now this one is at 100%. Now we need to export this image, so I'm going to right click again over the image. We have file. Now save and save as will try to save your image in the GIMP format, and you can't use that format on the web. You also have here this option, save for web, but I'm going to use export as. Clicking here, I can choose the name of my file, of my new file, and let's say that I'm going to name it with image underscore 640. So we have here our new image. I'm going to export. Okay, export again. And now let's see what we'll have on our website. So let's now return to our post. I'm going back to the edition, and I'm going to remove this picture here, big one. Now I'm going to add another media. I'm going to upload, and I'm going to choose now here this image, the smaller image. Now if you see here, the image is now occupying only just 24 kilobytes. If we compare to the other image that was occupying 1 megabyte, which is 1024, we can see that we have here a great optimization on the size, and this means that if you want to post a lot of pictures with pictures with this size, we can upload up to 11 pictures occupying the same size as the previous one. So we have we can have 11 files, 11 pictures instead of one. So that's a good rate. Now I'm going to insert it, and here it is. And I'm going to do something else. I'm going to change the size here for full size, and see that now the image looks great as well. I'm going to preview, and here we have our picture. And watch that the picture is now occupying just this size. We don't have the big picture again. So this is a way we can optimize the size of the pictures, so we can upload lots of pictures to our website or blog, including WordPress in this case. Another interesting thing on blogs like WordPress is the possibility that you have to choose a featured image for your post. Now to do that, you must pay attention to the devices that the theme you are using gives you to choose the right size of the images. In our case, the deviceable size is 600 by 330 pixels. So imagine that we want to get this picture here, and we want to use it for the featured image as well. So now what can we do? So let's go back to GIMP, and I'm going to show you two ways to do this kind of resizes. First one is a kind of ugly one, because you can come here and say, okay, let's scale the image, I want 600 pixels. Now I disabled this option here. I don't want to keep the aspect ratio, and I specify here the 330 pixels. Now watch this. The image, like, it seems that it was shrinked. It took a punch on the top and bottom. Well, I can say that I used this technique just for a few pictures, but it's not obviously the best one, because your image will be, this kind of well, stretched. So I'm going to undo. Now for the second way, I'm going to start by resizing this image, and I'm going to place here 600. It's keeping the aspect ratio, so the high will be now 450. It's okay. And now I'm going to use another option. It's called the canvas size. So with canvas size, see that the option to keep the aspect ratio is disabled by default, and I can now enter here, for instance, 330, and we'll have this rectangle here showing how the image will be cropped. So I can choose to forget the sand and keep the rocks, or just forget the rocks and keep the sand, or something in the middle. I can also do another, let's say, nasty thing. For instance, let's say I put here 380, so I can get more of my image, and then scale it with that shrink effect, but it's not very accurate. I'm going to select this option here. I'm going to keep the 600 and 330, and let's say I'm going to choose this position here. Now watch that this part of the image is now deleted, is now erased, so we only have this part of the image here. And we are going now to export this image here, and let's say we are going to call this, for instance, featured image. So I'm going to export, and let's see what we can do now on WordPress. Now let's go to set featured image. I'm going to upload our file. Here it is, featured image. You can see the size is now, the resolution is 600 by 330. I'm going to set featured image, and here we have. So now let's see if we want to publish this page. For instance, I'm going to choose the category as Out for Mind, for instance, and I'm going to publish, and let's see how it looks like on our site. So here we have, here it is, the image test. And if I go here to show all the posts for Out for Mind, we also have our featured image here. Okay, now let's take this out of live, because I don't want to have these posts live on our website. So I'm going here to say no, edit, say the status is draft. Okay, and update. Now let's see some other tips. Now imagine that you want to have your image resized, but in a vertical way. You want to crop some part of the image, but you want to have something in a vertical. So we can go again to image and canvas size. Let's say that you want, for instance, a width of 300 pixels, and we can choose any part of here. Let's, for instance, focus on this rock here, and here it is. Now we can also export this image and upload it to our website. Now, to end with, what about typical websites? Now let's see what we can do here and what we can have. So this is an HTML page. I'm going to write here some code to insert our image. Of course, you can be using other content management system or even Dreamweaver, but I'm going now to show you this directly in HTML. So if I put here our image, the big one, let's see what will we get. Watch this, we have the full image here. So I don't think that's obviously is not what we want. So again, if we wish to use the same image, we can do some cheats around. For instance, I'm going to insert here this code to say now I want the width to be 640 pixels and the height to be 480 pixels. So basically I'm scaling the image and tell the browser to just show the image with this size. Okay, it looks like pretty, but if you view the entire image, you see that we've got big picture around. So this is not the best option, because it occupies a lot of space on our web server. So let's see what we should do in fact. So again, I'm going to use the resized image, and that's the best option we have. So I'm going to put here image 640, our resized image. Let's preview, and here we have a pretty picture as well. And if we view the image, we can see that the size is just this one here. The picture is much smaller, and of course you can spare here about 10 to 11 times the space of the big picture. And furthermore, if you are always using big pictures in a website like Out4Mind, our blog, this could be critical, because there's a lot of images being loaded on the whole page, and if we have a full size, a full high quality images here, the site will get much time to load. So be free to visit our website. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it's useful for you. If you have any questions or want to request any more demonstrations, please enter your questions and requests on the comments. You can also subscribe our channel, and see you next video. Thank you.